Good morning, welcome to the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. Today we're going to jump rope. We've got some lunges, push-ups, some plank up downs, wall angels, hovering tabletop. We're going to do some back pulls, cat-cows, and morning movement series. So we're going to get started with jump rope. So notice no rope if you're just starting out. Elbows at your sides and just start jumping. And you want to jump tall, so where you're lifting through your crown, core is engaged, shoulders back, expand your lungs, and just jump. Don't worry about the rhythm of a rope, just start jumping. You're gonna feel it in your calves, it's so good for your bones. Progression is that you can buy indoor jump ropes, they have a handle and a ball. So if you don't have the clearance, so it simulates like you're jumping rope. Relax your hand, you don't have to have a death grip on the handle. Again, you're jumping tall, not small. And then progression eventually to jump rope. And this isn't a speed rope, it's just a jump rope I got at Target, maybe Walmart. Take you back to your childhood, watch your clearance, just start jumping. If you bobble, just start back up again. The goal is to do 60 seconds nonstop. But if you're starting out, just do what you can. But I'm encouraging you to start today. The benefits of jumping rope are incredible, and they outweigh maybe a little bit of pee, maybe bladder leak. But trust me, so start jumping rope. We have 60 seconds. I'm not gonna do the whole thing because the video will be way too long. Next up is lunges. So find a wall, a chair, weight, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. So again, you're lunging nice and tall, not small. And you're gonna bring your knee towards the mat, maybe to touch the mat and up. So this is so great for your knees. And I hear, well, my knees are really achy. All the more reason why you should be doing lunges. So do the work. Motion is lotion for those joints. So we've got 10 lunges per side. You can do them in static, which is where you're simply coming up and down. Again, grabbing a table, a chair, weight, just using your body weight. Another lunge is you're gonna step forward and then push back. Step forward and push back. There's a little bit more power, balance. So these are step forward into lunges. Another option is we're gonna step back into a lunge. So your choice, breathing, but we've got 10 lunges per side. Next up is we're gonna go to push-ups. So we're gonna start with hands directly underneath, wrists right underneath your shoulders. Elbows are tucked in. I'm on my knees, and you're gonna bring your knee, chest down and press up. Chest down, press up. Progression is you're gonna come off your knees and lower yourself down, come onto your knees to press yourself up. So ready, off your knees, bring yourself down, knees, press yourself up. Progression, then you're off your knees. So that is a tricep push-up. A traditional push-up is a wider stance. This is gonna work more chest and shoulders. So on your knees, progression off your knees, lowering yourself down, knees to press yourself up, or being off your knees. So we have 10 of those. Moving on to plank up downs. This is timed, so don't worry about how many you get. Worry about the quality, not the quantity. So we're gonna start out in that plank position. Then we're gonna lead with your right elbow, come down to bent elbow, followed by your left, core engaged. Take your right hand into your shoulder, followed by your left, and press up to tall plank. Now left elbow, forearm, followed by right, left hand comes under your shoulder, press up to tall plank. Now yes, there's a lot of upper body strength. So if you're starting out, come to your knees. So we're gonna start off our knees. Then we're gonna come down to right elbow, forearm, followed by your left. Now, place your right hand under your shoulder, come to your knees as you place your left hand under your shoulder to press up. So you've used your knees to help you press yourself up, but try to spend as much time as you can off your knees. That will help you build the strength. And if you keep at these, you're gonna find that you're gonna build the strength really fast. So I'm gonna just do one more because time is up. All right, we're gonna move on to wall angels in my lovely garage with no blank wall, that's okay. So, heels right against your wall, again, you're standing nice and tall. We're gonna externally rotate your shoulders, trying to bring your hands flat against the wall. So I'm opening up my chest. Take a look. If you can't bring your arms all the way back, that's your starting point. We know we want to work in the mobility. Then we're going to bring your hands overhead and then come down. squeeze. Coming up, and then down. There you go. So we're gonna do 10 of these. I have my patients do a 7 count. Again, I'm not gonna do it slow for a video. If you don't have a wall, even if you're at your desk a couple times, just try to get that external rotation of your shoulders, the mobility, opening up your chest. And this is gonna work your back muscles. And I've had a lot of requests for working more core and more back. So here you go, wall angels. And you're going, please, that's easy. Get up here and try them. Come on, motion is lotion. This gets mobility through your shoulders, which we all need. Okay, now we're gonna go to hovering tabletop with shoulder tap. So we're gonna come down to that crawling position, neutral wrists, where your middle fingers are pointed forward, L fingers with your pointer fingertips and your thumbs. We're gonna tuck your toes under. I'm gonna lift your knees barely off the mat. So I'm not lifting my bum up high, my back is still flat, and I'm gonna look forward slightly. I'm not gonna look at my hands, nor can I look at the camera, because I wanna hyperextend my neck. But looking at my hands, I'm gonna hyperflex my neck. So I wanna imagine a nice straight line from through my crown all the way through my tailbone. So keeping your back flat, draw your abdominals in, hovering tabletop, then you're gonna take your left hand and take your right shoulder. Don't lock your right elbow though, that's your standing arm. Switch. So use your muscles that help support the arm. If you lock that elbow, those muscles have to do less work. So keep that elbow slightly bent, or soft is what I call it. So don't lock it. Again, keeping those knees nice and low, core engaged. I'm looking forward slightly, I'm not looking at my hands. And we've got 10 of these. Next up, we're gonna go to back pulls. So you can do this with weights. I've got my bungees. I'm gonna stand nice and tall, not small, with some resistance already. I'm not gonna go all the way off to full slack. I'm gonna draw and squeeze my shoulder blades together, and then row. So it's like squeeze and back off. Ready? Squeeze and back off. You can do thumbs up, you can turn, so palms are down. But imagine there's a pencil between your scapulas or your shoulder blades, and squeeze those. You wanna work your back. We have 10 of these rows. You can always do more. This is your starting point. This is not the only workout I do all day. This works on some strength, balance, flexibility. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to cat-cows. It's gonna be hands and knees. We're gonna pull your abdominals in. We're gonna tuck your hips and your chin under, round and flex your spine. So now I'm working a mobility through my spine. And then let your belly go, soften your elbows, rock and tilt your pelvis, look up. Coming back to cat, draw those abdominals in, and then back into cow. Don't rush it, you can move with your breath. You can pause and hold for a few breaths. But this is so important for mobility through those intrinsic spinal muscles that connect vertebrae by vertebrae. We want flexibility, we want mobility through our spine. It allows us to bend forward and back, tilt right and left, rotation. This is working on the mobility. Don't lock your elbows. So you've got cat-cow. Now we're gonna move on to morning movement series, which is an all overall body movement. So start standing nice and tall, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Then we're gonna walk your hands down. So stretching out your hamstrings, pausing for a moment, and then walk those hands forward into plank, pause, then walk those hands back, draw those abdominals in, forward fold, walk those hands in, back to mountain. Let's go again. So walking those hands down, walk those hands forward into plank. You can do a push-up here if you like to add on. We're gonna walk those hands back. You can add squat here if you want. Walk those hands up. So we're gonna do one more for the video, though we have 5. So I'm gonna be feeling that I stretch along my hamstrings, walk those hands forward, pausing for a moment, walking those hands back, hands up, and there you go. There is today's Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. Raging well together. Have a great day.